Hi, my name is Leslie Evans. I am the CEO and founder of With Open Arms, Inc. And I am here today as one of the vendors for the Housing Justice Block Party with COPE. So we were founded in 2019. We started like right before the pandemic. Going into the pandemic, we noticed that there was a shortage in services for our families that were in school districts. All school districts are funded federally for funds specifically for homeless students and foster youth. And so and it's called the McKinney-Vento Act. And so as a parent and as a parent leader in the district, there was a need to address homelessness within our school districts. A lot of our families, as we were founded and went into the pandemic, we noticed and identified that there were a lot of our students becoming homeless. With that, the district that we started with utilized some of the American Rescue Act dollars to not only partner with an agency outside in the community who specialized in the services, but also partner with a local motel to house some of those families temporarily until we work with them as an organization to provide the supportive services. So with Open Arms Inc., we provide support services, case management, housing navigation. Being able to just get the necessary documentation is vital to us even being able to fund them sometimes. So and provide that access to source resources or us to be even being reimbursed for the service. So that's the start, is being able to just be connected to educate those individuals who are experiencing this, that are at risk of experiencing homelessness, just getting the documentation and being able to support them. Us as an organization, we are here to assist and support those individuals with that and getting them connected to those resources. And we kind of help them every step of the way. So that's why that navigation, helping connect them, literally sometimes hand holding, putting them in our cars, taking them there to get to be able to be qualified. That's one of the most vital pieces to begin the access to services. When I came to this county, I realized the systems that are in place are not adequate. In order for the federal government to be able to provide us funding for this county, specifically for homeless services, to identify the needs here, we have to be able to count the people. This system is broken. They're not collecting people. It's not sufficient. With that, if you're not collecting adequate data, then we're not being adequately funded because the numbers are not, equating to the actual need that we have here in this county. As we see here in the city of San Bernardino alone, what the homeless population looks like. And we have to start identifying that. We have to start putting dollars toward what makes them homeless in the first place. Most of the individuals that are homeless, they are suffering from substance abuse and mental health issues. In this county, we don't have adequate resources in the county. There's not one shelter in this county, in the city of San Bernardino. There's not one shelter. So how do you address homelessness without addressing the key factors that causes individuals to be on the street? Being on the street alone usually takes them into psychosis after a while. So how do you address homelessness without dealing with the key factors, the key things? So bringing funding in to really identify the actual problem. Homelessness, yes, we're dealing with that. But you can put a person in a house and put them in the street. We're all of the HUD funded programs right now they operate on a housing first model, meaning just get them off the street. If they qualify, put them in a house. But if you have someone with schizophrenia who's having auditory hallucinations, he is not going to stay in that house. That individual is not going to be in that house no matter how many times you house them. They're going to destroy the housing. They can't. Mentally, they can't. So we need to address those types of things. We need to address the initial problems that cause them to be homeless in the first place and retaining them. It starts at the federal level. A lot of the red tape is there, even with state funding, all the state funding comes from the federal government. And so we still have to follow those guidelines sometimes. And I think if I were talking to the federal government, taking out the red tape. How do you get people access or get them into services if the red tape won't allow you to? So take the red tapes off, stop being a part of the barriers.